looking good, MP.
How long? Oh, please tell me we're making a change.
I think someone might take you? The two of you are going to save us almost an hour a week. All your front gate.
Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Jazz have shown an impressive array of abilities in round 2, taking the series in only 5 games. Tonight, we will find out if they can keep that momentum going against the Thunder. The Western Conference Finals, right here, right now.
Some big-time heroics have gotten both teams to this point. It's Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And the Oklahoma City starting 5. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Wallace and Williams run the wings. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. And for Utah, Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Keontae George out there with Edwards. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. You look at the Jazz, it's nice to start the conference finals at home. But on paper, this really could be anybody's series.
It's always good to have the home crowd behind you to start a big series like this. But whether or not they take advantage of it is up to them. Tonight will tell us a lot about this best of 7.
Something that I've never seen before in any sport. MP going on record that not only is he guaranteeing his team will advance, but they will get the sweep as well.
Yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that quote from MP. I had to read it a second time just to make sure it was real. That's how wild a guarantee this is. MP is putting it all on the line with a statement like that.
From the low block, and he hits the jumper for 2. MP's got 5 points.
And when lots of guys are overlooking the mid-lane, it's nice to see MP feature in his game.
Pass to Wallace. From downtown. Shot's good. SGA making the play.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
To the paint. Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards got his third basket of the night. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wallace outside. Into the lane. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. George scanning the floor. Edwards for 3. Sinks the tray. 10 points for him.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Holmgren finds Williams. Hartenstein a screen. The 3. They get it back. Back to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very well coached, and even the younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
So it's the Thunder now, following the 3 by Utah. Stolen by Kessler. And they're running. And George gets it to go on the assist by Edwards.
Already showing some solid skills as a passer. That'll really serve MP well in the long run of his career.
Now here's SGA. Still without a bucket. Kessler against Hartenstein. 6 on the shot clock. A beat SGA. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Utah. Nurkic has checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Markkanen. And Bailey subbed in for Sensabaugh. Now here's George. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 16 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
1:09 left in the opening quarter. Mitchell against George. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Edwards. The 3 is up. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
It's Edwards on the wing. Fires the 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Sorber. Utah grabs the miss. MP outside. And they double up MP. The rebound by Wiggins. Lets it go from the wing. Joe misses.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Jazz out in front, leading by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Edwards out there with Collier. And it's Hendricks in at the 3. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He contributed 52 points, and he was able to provide some stout defense on that end of the court, too. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Caruso outside. There's the 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, Caruso is a very selective shooter, but he was committed to getting those points back.
Edwards for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Utah making a switch here. Sensabaugh's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Joe. Here's Mitchell. Caruso outside. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts it up from the high post. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. MP inside. SGA covering. Pass to Collier. Back to MP. And again, it's Utah.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Stripped it away. And here's the fast break. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Collier on the wing, MP. Three-pointer off the mark. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander over Edwards. And there's SGA. That one's good. On the assist by Williams.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. I love watching him go to work.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Here's Williams. Misses off the right iron. Jazz leading by 14. Here's Edwards. Oh, hits the outside fadeaway. Edwards got 36 points.
Yeah, when we talk about MP's unlimited potential, we're referring to nights like this one.
Here's SGA. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. For the Jazz, Nurkic comes in for Kessler. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Caruso. From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Back to Mitchell. Takes a 13-footer. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside Edwards. The 3 ball. Wallace pulls it in. Thunder trail by 12. And here's SGA. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. 32 seconds left in the first half of this game. And yep, it's good.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Here's Edwards. MP getting it done inside.
Huge night for him. I love how he's searching for his shot attempts, trying to carry them to the finish line.
And again, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's MP. MP right through him.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And we finished off one half of play. Utah ahead, up by 12. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half going to be a tough task for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh, man, when you can't defend the three, it's painful to watch.
We talked about staying connected to shooters. This is what happens when you don't. Taking a look at the Jazz in this series. The conference finals. Big fella, do you expect these teams to pull out all the stops?
That would be correct, Armando Arnie. That's right. No minute restrictions. Let the stars shine tonight.
You have to leave it all out there. Even if you're banged up, find a way to get it done.
The competition level on the rise. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
This stadium is rocking right now as we return to the Western Conference Finals. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, tonight is a big game, and you have to be impressed with the way he's come out firing.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
Thunder trail by 12. And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Wallace and Williams run the wings. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point.
And we've become used to seeing this from Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the most versatile and dominant scoring threats in today's game.
And here's Edwards outside. MP drills the three.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. At one point, they led by 16. Edwards can't hit. Thunder trail by 10. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. It's Markkanen on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has got 5 of 7 threes to chop here tonight. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Utah gets it back. Kessler passes to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Edwards. The Thunder with the rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots. Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
And here's MP from outside. SGA pulls it in.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Oh, got that one up quick. Wallace has got a
terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Markkanen using his size inside.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game for the Jazz. Bailey's checked in for Sensabaugh, and it's Collier in for George. Pass to Holmgren from outside the arc. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. MP goes strong to the rack.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Nurkic is checked in for Utah. Mikhailu comes in for Edwards. During the playoffs, the NBA leaders in shooting from the floor. MP is second, and of course Isaiah Hartenstein.
They've been both taking...
Oklahoma City trailing. We've got Walker Kessler, Keontae George out there with MP. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Mitchell to take the lead. The shot no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's MP. And he makes it on the layup. Edwards got 49 in the game.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Williams' shot is good.
After some misses in the first, he's making up for it now.
Well, the Jazz shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. That one's good for 2.
Strong work down low from MP. He doesn't let aggressive defense throw him off his game.
Here's Williams. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
MP showing he's a force near the hoop.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Utah making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Williams' shot is good.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's MP. Clock at 6. Utah with another miss. And SGA has got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. Nice! That one's good!
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Kessler outside. MP! Yes, sir! From 13 feet.
Yeah, just making the shot look easy. MP certainly has put some work into his shooting motion.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. For the Thunder, Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Holmgren comes in for Caruso, and it's Wallace in for Mitchell. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Thanks for that, Allie. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. At one point, they led by 16. MP! Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
SGA explodes to the rim.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
Edwards fires, and again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
SGA with it. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Using the glass to lay it in.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Cleared away by Hartenstein. Oklahoma City trailing. Shoots a three. Oh, it's off. The Jazz have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Here's Kessler. Outside Edwards. He launches. Connects again from distance.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena in awe.
And you know, he finds himself tied for second place all time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Yeah, equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. SGA hits them both.
Pressure-packed free throws, but he stayed calm and nailed it.
Now Edwards. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, another one falls.
He has taken over this game.
And by the way, he's now tied for the second most points in a playoff game all time. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it!
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
What a huge trip here.
Absolutely. You can feel the energy in this arena. Man, the defender really went after him.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
MP, pressure moment.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Look, that's a pressure moment, and he came through.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't hit it. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
No good.
Fighting for the rebound, making sure they take back possession.
And so it's Utah with the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
I'm standing here with MP after a big win to open the conference finals. There were reports leading up to the game that some of your teammates took issue with a video you posted guaranteeing a sweep. How did that affect you guys tonight?
Some guys had an issue with what I said, but we handled it internally and moved forward. We're stronger than we've ever been, and we feel good about how we're playing right now. We just got to keep our foot on the gas.
Love to hear that, MP. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Brian, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.